race fans, welcome back into another edition of the NSRL. We're back here for another edition of Monday Night NASCAR here at Dover for the EcoSave 200. We're working on the overlay problems. Qualifying has just gotten underway, but I can confirm the race information tonight. 2 laps qualifying for the 200-lap main event, stage 1 at the end of lap 45, stage 2 at the end of lap 90. 3 green-white checkers, 4 total tire sets, an estimated fuel run of 80 laps, and 0 fast repairs. And we got a special guest commentator back in the office today. Going to help us talk about race cars for a few minutes. While I also begin to work on some of this, the timing, the overlay issues that we got going on. So let's get going with that. See if we can get something to pop up. We'll delete that. But currently top of the board is going to be Joshua Lawton in the 40 machine. So let's see if we can get some overlays popping up. Time to beat right now, 22.93 from Lawton. Jake Miller, 22.95. Elliott Henderson, 22.99. So it's pretty tight at the top. I know, buddy. Give me 1 second. And let's save this. P2. And then 2026. E2. Control C. We're gonna see if we'll lead this bad boy. There we go. Beautiful. Everything's working. Rough first start, but we're back in business. Did it not load the, Let's see here. Well, now I'm just confused. Hang on. Rough start, I understand. I get it. Do that. We load this problem. What's this? Okay, there we go. So I got the original one working. Does it have all... Okay, yeah. So, man, what is happening? Okay. Hello, Art's here as well. The overlays are breaking on us again, so we had to do...
Oh, no.
We're good, though. We got it all back. We got it everything under control, I think. If I do this... Yes, there's the drivers in red. It's okay, buddy. Come talk about race cars. It's more important than paper. Come here. Come on, we talk about race cars.
They like him more than they like me.
We're about... All right, what number is that? And what else? Did you see the other number?
Yeah. Also
82. Brett Kingcott.
82.
16th position. We got 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Oh, we're going to send one person home, it looks like.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. All right, so here we go. Steve Herring, P30. We'll see if anyone's below that. He is currently time on the bubble. And looks like we get a new driver here.
What is this?
This will be the 86 machine. Dustin Kleba.
What is that number?
That's 86, buddy. And he's going to have to qualify his way into the show.
Crash.
We don't want him to crash. He doesn't want to crash. Joseph Madigan in the 66.
What's this one?
That's the 66 machine.
Yeah.
And he has to qualify his way into the show.
He's got a crash.
No, he doesn't want to crash either.
I don't want to wash it.
There'll probably be a crash, but let's see here. Kleba, in his first appearance, what is he going to do? He's going to go all the way to P8. He'll be in the show tonight.
He's gonna crash to this one.
No, I don't think so. He looks okay. Didn't hit the wall. Madigan's first lap. That'll put him P10. He's in the show. Scary hours for Steve Herring as things stand. Pretty tight, all things considered. Looks like the whole field's separated by just about a second. Second lap for the 66. He gets all bent out of shape. Here's the 46 machine of Jeremy Brown. Everybody don't press any buttons. Not right now.
Yes.
Nobody. Hit this button. Hit the arrow key. On Furlan's second lap.
Oh no, my arrow.
36 to 19th. And, oh, there's a crash. The 8 machine, Mike McConville. Watch this. He does crash.
What is this one?
He spins out.
8.
Yeah, that's the 8. Bam! Into the wall. And that is his qualifying effort done. Let's see if anybody else. Looks like Walker Thomas machine, the 67. He's going to make an attempt at it. Like Steve Herring, though, unfortunately, the one man in danger. And he was literally just 1 second off. I don't know if he's going to crash. We'll wait and find out. Oh my goodness.
That's the lid.
Dang, dude. Bradley Gunn, the 42 machine. The next man on the bubble, if somebody else were to join. And that was honestly a big gap. And it was 4/10 to 1 second.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The joys of parenting. Walker Thomas P13 on his first lap. Zachary Vaughn in the 91. I believe he has to race his way into the show.
This one's flash.
I don't know, buddy.
What is it? What is this? And out.
Let's find out.
Okay.
Second lap for Walker Thomas goes from 13th to 5th. Last effort will be the 91 of Vaughn. His first lap good enough for 37th quickest. He has to race his way into the show, but we did have some late joiners. So we have 39. So we're going to send 3 people home. So Vaughn and Steve Herring in danger as it stands. So he needs to pick it up on his second lap. Oh, but he's into the wall! Oh, no, and he won't make it. So Bradley Gunn, Zachary Vaughn, and Steve Herring, your DNQs. Look at the gap. Burkett to Gunn is 0.02 of a second, and that's the margin. John Wilco, Rich Jett, backer of Motorsports Gang, electing to not... hang on a second. What is this? Oh, he went out with 5 seconds. Okay. But to say we don't ever see him qualify. But John Wilco, Rich Jett, and Mike McConville, who wrecked in his attempt, they'll be falling back on their owner's points. So Steve Herring, Zachary Vaughn and Bradley Gunn. And if you take a look here at your or qualifying results, specifically look at the gap between Corey Burkett and Bradley Gunn, 21 hundredths of a second. Burkett gets to race over his teammate Bradley Gunn. Same team, 1110 mods. One gets in, one does not. Vaughn wrecking on his second attempt, and then Steve Herring does not get into the show either on his qualifying time. At the warm-up part of the race, we should get the DNQs. There's Bradley Gunn. And then I think Steve Herring might have realized it. Yeah, Vaughn is gone. And then Steve Herring with the manual disconnect.
What happened to the orange one?
I don't know, buddy. It's that time of the broadcast then again. The YJ 1100 coming up in just a couple of weeks. I know Art posted the link, so we're super excited about that. Sign up's still underway. If you could post the link to the sign up form and everything else. Yep, the trio there. Looking forward to that. It's qualifying June 6th. Races on June 13th. So we'll see a good crowd there for both.
Yeah, top. Ooh, I didn't realize they were both shortened links. Top link is the sign up link, and then the bottom one is the link to join the Discord.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You see all the cars? But how about the newcomers continually coming in? We had Michael Lawton. Obviously, we've seen him over the last couple of weeks. Man, what a collision there on the front stretch in the warm-up. But his brother, we have to assume, right, of Joshua Lawton coming in and getting the pole. Tell everybody, say bye, everybody. Say good luck, everybody. Good race. I know. All right, you can take over for the rest of the warm-up.
Max having, the joys of fatherhood. His son does not want to leave his side. Can't believe his wife just called this work. I mean, it is, and I appreciate it, but very funny.
The joys of parenting.
I know no one else could hear it. Like, it's gonna be me losing it.
Well, I know, like, everyone's gonna hear it. Like, this is probably not the most professional thing we've ever aired on YG Media, but he just said I just tooted and then he let one rip. So I don't know
professional thing.
I don't know if everyone heard the second part, but everyone definitely heard him announce his intentions. So he was a help during qualifying. He said, I'm trying to call out the numbers, and he wanted to crash, and he actually got a very impactful one. Poor Zachary Vaughn was coming to the line and ends up wrecking, right? Doesn't get to post his second lap. So as we kind of try to lock in here a little bit for the Monster Mile, the concrete track, we'll bring up the race info again just to kind of reset everything. The BetRivers 200 laps, 45 and 90. Fuel run 83 to 86 laps. I realized I had the wrong overlay up, and that's why it was giving me different information. 4 total tire sets, 3 in the pits. So it might be a stage 1, stage 2, split it in the split stage 3 in half kind of deal on the tires tonight. We've seen plenty of times in warm up there, the turn 2 wall, exit of turn 2, exit of turn 4 will come out and get you very quick. That's what happened to Vaughn, and then we saw that a couple times in warm up even. So precarious, the concrete track, the Monster Mile. Be very difficult at times. We've seen plenty of massive wrecks down the back straightaway and into turn 3. Joey Logano, obviously the famous one years ago, rolling down the hill. So it's a difficult track for sure, and we got a newcomer on the pole. So I got no idea what we're about to see tonight. And let's go ahead and take off the red from everybody. We got it actually ahead of time tonight. Right before they went green, so yay us.
Look at you.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
You make things so much better than they were.
It has been a work in progress, and we're very happy with the result.
Back in the olden days when you barely got overlays.
Yeah.
Some races we didn't even have overlays because they just didn't work.
Yep.
We're going to have to go ahead and, make those pick to wins. I don't think these are going to be super long pace laps.
No, I don't think so at all. Give me Aiden Kirker back in the mix. I'll go with him. I stole it. But Jake Miller's right here. Joshua Lawton in the 40 machine, right? It's going to be...
I think I'm going to get crazy.
Was he an LSRL?
Who?
Joshua Lawton. I feel like I know that last. Not from Michael Lawton, but I feel like I remember a Lawton, potentially of the Joshua variety.
He does sound familiar. He sounds very familiar. I'm picking Wishing out of P12, by the way.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I do believe Lawton is familiar.
We are about to find out. Pace car is off. Lawton through the restart zone, and we are underway. Already some squirreliness going into turn 1. Looks like a lot of damage to the back of the 81 of Cameron Chandler. So what we can assume here is that we got the 4X train on a checkup, and it popped the incident limit for cautions. Right, yep, that's what it was. As you take a look here, 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. That's going to be your 16X, and that's going to trigger the iRace control limit on cautions. But who did not get going here? Is that Brad Peters? It's not like he dropped like a rock. Well, it's actually Michael Lawton. Not the worst start in the world, right? But it was just enough to check up that outside line and give a handful of guys damage. Yeah, Crispin's going to come in. He's got damage on the rear. Todd Furland also involved. He's got damage on the nose, which is an annoying start to your race. Packard probably going to come in and top off. But Jake Miller, in that brief sequence down to turn number 1, took the lead of the race. Aaron Max started from pit lane. He'll come out just ahead of your race leaders, and we'll be underway. An early caution here, nothing critical. Everyone involved should be able to continue. They'll have multiple opportunities to work on their car. for the rest of the evening. They got the stage caution 45, stage at 90. So, and even then, Chrisman, he's back out. Rear bumper looks good. Claude Furlan looks like they actually fixed the nose up. Cameron Chandler had a lot of damage on the back bumper of his 81 machine, but they have fixed all of that up. Good work by the guys in the pits. And now here's a fun one, I think. Oh, I didn't have time to play around with this too much. Yeah, we got some pit cycle information. Rich Jett, John Wilco on pit road. We got some cool different things going on. We'll fine-tune that over the coming weeks. Wilco just now leaving, but he should catch back up. The back of the field before they come out of turn 4. Slow pace speed here at 40 miles an hour. Pace car is off, and Jake Miller, your new race leader. See if we can get out of turn 2 this time. Back underway. Again, it looks like a bit of a sketchy start, all things considered. Cars way down the inside there, but Miller got a fantastic launch. Half a second clear, leaving turn 2.
I have to say, your memory is impeccable. I have, while, we were dealing with that, caution, decided to go through the years of our past broadcast, and I found Joshua Lawton all the way 30 years ago in an LSR
How
race.
about that? Welcome back, Joshua Lawton. Had some good times in the LSRL, and we got him on another YJ Media broadcast. Night, night, buddy. I love you too, buddy.
Yeah, that is impressive.
Got Lafrene going around the outside and trying to get the 2 for 1 here. There's Ryan Honeycutt and Jordan Smith, the drivers he's working against. So you got Dustin Kleba making his debut tonight along with Lawton. The 2 newcomers in this field. M&N NSRL series, or I guess the NSRL M&N, continues to have full field week in and week out and deliver some great racing while they're at it. But look at this mess back here. This is outside the top 25, but they are getting at it. Gavin Fitzgerald all over the back of Jeremy Brown, nearly 3 wide leaving turn 2.
Ooh, they might be 3 wide going into 3 and
Fitzgerald
4.
hits the apron there a bit. There's Corey Burkett. Made this race by 21 hundredths of a second. Chrisman trying to work his way back up. Caution, same thing with Cameron Chandler, Mike McConville. But it's cool, right? We're like, oh, Michael Lawton shows up, and we're like, hey, how about that new driver? Got the JCM, very cool, working with Chrisman, but they had no idea he was related to Joshua Lawton until he showed up this week.
Wait, what are the odds that he's not, though?
No, jeez, not
Just
that.
happen to be different ones.
Not that again.
I don't want to spread no conspiracies, but Josh was not running a JCM scheme.
That's true. He's his own man, maybe.
And Michael's running Chevy. Josh was running a Toyota.
Now, we've seen that. I mean, we got the Rick Ware Racing Association of like 2021 or whatever when they're just so desperate for vehicles that they just ran whatever. A hope and a prayer of a lineup.
To be fair, I also bought the Supra when it first came out.
I get it, right?
Like, it's a good looking car.
Lawton had the qualifying pace. Joshua Lawton, that is, will have to actually start, at least for this race, for sure, differentiate between the two. He's down 3 spots, though, in the opening 13 and a half laps. And under pressure from Elliott Henderson.
Oh, yeah, I would definitely go out on a limb and say they're related considering they're in voice chat together.
At that point, it makes it funnier if they're not. It's like, how on earth?
Honest.
Klubba and the other Lawton, Michael Lawton, side by side here. That's for the 7th position. Oh!
He's going around.
Oh, he's going to save it. Oh, my goodness.
It looks like both Lawtons had issues.
Holy smokes. Okay, yeah, they're brothers. But Lawton washed up a bit. And then the 15's watching his brother wreck. Stay green, though. Great save by the 40. Who will continue to be under pressure here.
Only going to get worse now with
Those
tires.
Those scorched tires here. But he's washing up the hill a bit. Car looks a little tight. Can't get that good run down the back straightaway. Same thing there with the 15 on that corner exit as Madigan's trying to put him under some pressure. But yeah, look, he's just about a half a lane up through turn 3, and that's what got him in that half spin last lap. Looking further back, 3 cars under a blanket here. That's going to be Rhett Bennett, Josh Mertens, and Jeremy Pienta in the 57. 57 rolling the bottom. Good move there to move him up into the 17th position. 5 and the 55. That's the battle for 24th. Chrisman has the preferred line. He should roll on corner exit. Clear. Yarnell nearly into the fence. Here comes Cameron Chandler. He sticks his nose to the inside. And Corey Burkett. We ran all the way down to P37. Not where we're used to seeing this 46 machine. Dominated Phoenix a couple months ago. Struggling for pace here early, though. Now the 95 rolls on by. Here comes Packard and Furlan trying to take advantage. Ethan Ball's right there. You can hear they're not able to get on throttle until they're fully out of the corner there, at least in turn 4. They pick it back up a bit earlier here through 2. Furlan didn't get a good run out of 2. Ball will look to the inside. Here is McConville, same thing. He's trying to apply the pressure, and then Donovan Bowruff on board with the 4. Almost with some left rear damage. His life a bit more difficult than it needs to be. Nice side off of 4. Keep it out of the wall. Very nicely done. Zach Lindgren and Lawton Joshua trying to recover some spots. Lindgren doing his classic charge in the second half of the stage. You see him up usually about P2 by the end of it. Just quietly out of nowhere. Almost the Mr. Where did he come from? As There continues to be just a lot of single file in the back half of the pack, but they are fairly close to one another. Things are a bit more spread out at the front of the field. Jake Miller leads by 1 second over Kirker, who has half a second on his teammate Walker Thomas, who then has 2 seconds over Elliott Henderson back to fourth.
Got a yellow.
And where would this be?
That's a great question. I can't wait to just be scrolling through the cars and finally just see someone.
You just absolutely see the wreck. There's smoke from somebody. I see the smoke. Ah, yeah, there it is.
Oh, yep.
It's going to be Joshua Crispin and Corey Burkett. They definitely get together. They both save it, but a very deserved caution. Take a look here how this developed. Compromise on the exit with Cameron Chandler right above him. 95 gonna he just misses the bottom there, washes up and gets into the side of Crispin. Tough start for the 5 machine. We know he's got good speed, but just really has been kind of mired in incidents so far, involved in both of our cautions. We'll see if anybody. Ryan Honeycutt, Minto, Crispin, obviously. McConville has damage. Guys at the back will top off. Take a look at the pit cycle. Everybody on pit road.
JCM potentially having a rough start. At least I assume the Lawtons are running under JCM. One's got the paint scheme. If you get brothers and then they're on different teams, I was gonna say that's kind of weird, but that's how the Bushes have operated their entire career.
That's true. How else can I play with this pit? Now that's going to be the up two. It's like, yeah, we have to play it that way. All right, but yeah, we have it. Gotta know how to use it a bit better. Halfway through stage 1 here, and it's been the Jake Miller show. Kirker through to second with his teammate rounding out the podium. Spectrum Racing, all drivers in the field tonight. 3 inside the top 5. We look over to the other half, Elite Motorsports. Characteristic of Jeremy Brown, but other than that, everybody inside the top 25. Go back here, Jake Miller in control. The, what is that, the Echo Park restart zone, it looks like. Back underway.
Echo Park getting big in a NASCAR.
16 laps to go. They'll be side by side for P2, working off turn 2. 76 with the run. He'll hold position. And a mess behind.
I hear cars bouncing off the wall. Might have some 3 wide out the exit of 4 with Minto up high. Minto having some connectivity issues.
Black around the outside of Cameron Chandler, nearly contact, and here comes the 99 and the 69 right into the mix, just outside of the top 20. Fitzgerald up 11 spots here in the early going. It's Kleba throwing the block on. That's Madigan in the 66, wishing way up top, trying to get a bite.
I really thought Madigan was going to try and take that 3 wide.
Would have absolutely wrecked his entry to turn 1, so he thought better of it. Limp Cam.
Blimp Cam, best Cam.
Black slots up in front of the 81, just barely. That kills his run. Here comes the 99 to his inside. Henry Brown still hanging out in 34th, so I'm very surprised by this. Chrisman down to 32nd, and this is just kind of a weird race. We got Minto down to 33rd, McConville 35th, right? Just not what we're used to seeing. Here comes the continued march from Zach Lindgren in the 85. Joshua Lawton back up to P6.
Lawton's able to, have this kind of staying power despite, getting sideways and scorching them tires is really surprising.
They fell down to 8th and has slightly recovered since then, and there is a whole lot going on here. Looks like the All-Star race there for a second. A whole mess of cars all over the place for turns 1 and 2. Luckily, none of them on fire. Restart's best opportunity as Pienta into the fence with Fitzgerald. Everybody scatters. Josh Mertens slow into 1. Everybody avoids for the most part. Everybody out of sorts here in this hornet's nest of 20th to 30th, it seems. On Furlan trying to cut up through traffic. Oh, George Smith in the fence. Into Mertens, into Furlan. Yellow is out. Blown motor from Mertens. Turn 4, Calamity Corner, no surprise. Claude Furland. Looks like he'll be able to get back underway. I don't see any smoke. Motor mostly intact, but Josh Mertens, it's all over. Taking a look here. Mertens had trouble last time going into 1 through no fault of his own, and it only gets worse. And some horrendous netcode there, it looks like, on the 43. Yeah, that's bad. Taking a look here, it's going to be Jordan Smith and the 99 machine of Nick Hansen. They stuff it up into the fence in turn 4. Specifically the 29. 99 runs into the back of him and gets him sent down the hill.
Got some comments from the peanut gallery. A dirt driver that I know couldn't handle his own on asphalt. Trying to comment on other people's driving.
He's got a point about the netcode, though. That was pretty bad.
I mean, that's not what it was.
Well, yeah, no.
So people can't hold their line. I mean,
Peanut gallery's pretty fun.
what's he know about holding a line?
The whole point of dirt is to slide all over the place.
Bet you'd like this place covered in dirt, too. Bunch of weirdos.
Mile. We've tried Bristol. We've tried the short track. Let's get the intermediates covered in dirt. Charlotte
You know
dirt race.
No, covered Daytona in dirt.
Oh boy.
I don't think they would like. The dirt would not stay on the banking, nor could the cars get onto the banking.
Yeah, but Furland will be
You say
in
you
for lengthy repairs. Mertens, I'm curious in how this will work, if it just will time him out, because technically for him, this pit cycle is never going to end for Josh Mertens. 42 seconds in pit box. Jordan Smith obviously trying to get repairs. And then looking like Honeycutt, Wilco, and Jet going to come back in. And his lights are off on top of the pace car. Yeah, but have you signed up for the YJ 1100? That's what the people want to know.
He says he runs everything.
If you run everything, then we got the IndyCar, we got the NASCAR. I mean, come on now. Well, we'll have a bump day if we get enough people, so you can come on the 13th and have a good old time. Qualifying for the Coke 600 is not even until the 13th anyway, so you could at least run that. But if we get enough entries, we will have a bump day the hour before the race kicks off, in what is sure to be thrilling. Back underway here, for what should be a thrilling end to stage one. Only going to be 5 laps to go. Sprint to the finish. Jake Miller has been money on his restarts so far tonight. Also, you say the day, our qualifying is from 5 to 10. It's actually at night. Ooh, he's sliding out of 4. Everybody's sliding out of 4.
You have a 5-hour period to possibly.
All you gotta do is run 4 laps.
Yeah.
Dustin Kleba holding on to that final spot for stage points. Joshua Lawton running lingering up the hill there a little bit, it looked like. It's like Cameron Chandler in defense. A couple guys scattering down to the inside. Kirker has closed in. It's a 2-car race for the stage win. Oh, but he gets in the fence there a little bit. He'll lose some time, and just an absolute mess for the stage. Henderson sliding at it too. He's sitting there holding on to P9. Club of P10 trying to take it away. Lafrene would love a stage point, as would King Cott. Jackson Sims nearly in the fence. Cameron Chandler in the fence. Brad Peters in the fence as well. And here comes Lafrene around the outside of Kleba. And King Cott around the outside. Coming to the line, it's going to be Jake Miller with the stage 1 win, and everybody sprinting to the finish.
Ooh, yeah, Lafrene is going to get that final spot.
P10.
Maybe.
Made a big run there. Secured himself a point.
Yeah, he was definitely in 10th when the caution came out.
Very nicely done. So now this is where we should see everybody in. For their first set of tires. Yeah, so we do have the pop-up mode, so we're going to get the top 4 pit lane. I love it, man. Are they going to stay out? How about this?
Now that's a call.
Seriously.
Is that a call you'd make?
Is
that a call you'd consider?
Yes, and we mentioned it last week. Oh, hello. Didn't like everybody on pit road. With you only getting 3 sets of tires, right? If you can just hold on to lap 90, right, and not get lapped. Jake Miller from your top 4. He had the best pit lane time, and you'll see the times just keep popping up here. Everyone leaves pit road. And what else can I do like this? 4 tires for most drivers. We'll work on it next week, get it dialed in. But, yes, it was a call I would make because, let's get back to the original point. If you hold on to lap 90, right, and don't get lapped, you take a set of tires at lap 90, and then you have 2 remaining you can play with in stage 3. So then if a caution comes out 20 laps into the stage, you can bolt on a set of tires, and there you go. And then when a caution comes out 20 laps after that, right, you've split the stage in half, you have the track position at that point, and then you take your last set of tires. So yes, I would make that call. Another call I don't hate it is Brett Bennett, Brockman, Fitzgerald. They took a set of tires on that most recent caution before the stage, came in at lap 38, puttered around for 5 laps, and then got themselves some track position. Not saying they're going to hold it. But compared to the guys they're racing, they'll have a massive track position advantage with not a whole lot of difference in tires. Obviously, I think, Jake Miller, Aiden Kirker have them covered on tires. But they should be able to, as long as they just keep it clean, they should be able to leapfrog here. Not a bad call. But you're worried about Lafrene getting run over.
Well, he's going to alleviate that
by going early, got a good restart, and then he'll be swallowed up into turn 1.
Bennett was the one on the outside that had issues.
Interesting. Here we go. Watch out off turn 2. He's actually going to hold the lead at least into turn 3. Brockman, though, I imagine will send it off here, and he'll want to get clear as best he can. Ross Brockman on the inside. He'll take the lead of the race. And Jake Miller should take it away this lap. But Brockman does.
Got 3 wide. That's Madigan, middle of 3. Holy.
Oh, and
Fitzgerald
Brett Bennett going to get swallowed up by the pack. He's top of 3. Going to be no grip up top. Oh, there goes Wishin. Can he save it? No, up the hill. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Nearly up and over for Brett Bennett. It's the big one in turn 3 and 4. It is a parking lot. Brett Bennett with the meatball flag towing to pit road. Keith Black with the meatball flag. Huge damage. Nothing phantom about that caution. My goodness. Just go on board here with Keith Black. Back it down, back it down, back it down. They're all up top, and then there's just cars spinning everywhere, bouncing off the inside wall, and tough scenes. Jeremy Pienta on board with the 57 machine. Wishing getting turned right in front of you. You think you're going to save it, then he bounced off a car underneath them, and oh. On board with the 17. There's Madigan 3 wide. There's Brett Bennett on slightly older tires. Chaos everywhere. And that's a terrible feeling there. You think, oh, he's going to save it, and then off the bumper of Elliott Henderson. For Brett Bennett, I said I would have made this call if you can keep it clean. Unfortunately for him, right? Circumstances elsewhere. And this wasn't even his fault. He gets clipped, and then it's just massive, massive impact. Donovan Boruff, same thing. Get clipped. And I think it's King Cot, I believe, that gets into the side of Wishing, yes. Oh, does he hit the apron? I think he does, yeah. I mean, they're 3 wide. Not a whole lot of room there. It's got to be picture perfect. It simply wasn't. Nowhere for Cameron Chandler to go either. I think it's going to be tough because I think he'll end up hitting the 15. So honestly, oh, look at this mess right here. My goodness. Oh, Jeremy Brown hits a ton. There's just so much going on there. If you're Michael Lawton, right, I think if Elliott Henderson doesn't send the 17 back up the hill, he's going to hit the 15 anyways. He might even send him into pit road, the barrels even. So that was going to be a big one, no matter what, as we are back underway. Holy smokes, that was quick.
Yeah, they are flying.
Okay.
Caution laps are, short.
I don't know. Wasn't a consideration in my mind. Thought we had way more time. But with that, battle for the race lead. 76 is going to get there, and he'll ship the 45 up the hill. He'll get him loose. He'll be battling down to turn 3. And his textbook Dover more contact as Kirker barely gets back in front. Oh, that's tight. Oh, and he's into the fence. Oh, and more contact. And some more. It's gonna get dicey if they keep it up. Who will have had enough?
Kirker. Holy!
Oh my goodness. Gotta get on the Kyle Busch. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Did that work on Kyle Busch?
It did not work on Kyle Busch. He wrecked a mess out of Ron Hornaday, and he's gonna wreck Jake Miller. Oh, he saved it. Oh boy. You know what? He's gonna get it when he gets back to him. He is gonna get it. Oh no. Aiden Kirker, if you're gonna do that, you gotta wreck the guy. You gotta get him out of the race, because
I mean, even if he wrecks him, like, he might just wait out the.
Oh, that's a
the
lot.
repairs to get him, man.
Well, there's a teammate. You might get your teammate wrecked. Oh my goodness! Holy smokes!
We're not even made it to lap 60. We gotta go another 140.
Oh
These two are gonna
boy!
be going at it.
You're like, hey, you're on the same team as him. Get out of the way. Oh my goodness! He just said, "All right, to heck with this, man." And that just kept escalating, right? So initially, the 76, he gets the 45 loose, then gives him a little contact up the hill. 45 gives him the contact right back, sends him up the hill a little bit, and then the 76 says, all right, and just gets him really loose, ships him right up the hill. So that was a lot, and you could tell they both just kept getting a little tilted there. They're like, all right, who cares? We're just going to hit each other. Oh, boy. when Jake Miller gets back up there. I'm sure he will. That'll be something to watch. Michael Lawton trying to continue his climb, as is Mike McConville. Joshua Lawton under pressure here from the 67 going into turn number 3. Nearly contact made. Oh!
There is contact made.
With Jake Miller, it's going to send 40 hard into the outside wall. That steering does not look good. Yep.
Oh, he's in the wall.
That'll be
turn.
it. Yeah, he can't turn.
Shoulder up there, shoulder up there, shoulder up there.
Oh, that's a terrible spot.
He's gonna be there on the exit.
Oh boy.
Can he get it low? Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Will he be able to get
Can
it
he
low
turn? Can he turn? Just barely enough to limp it back to pit road.
Man. Man shows up 3 years later for the YJ broadcast, and he is out.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, that right front is killed. So taking a look here, this was almost very similar. He just kind of washes up the hill, and he's just a lane higher.
Hopefully someone's communicating to...
what do you call that, right?
I mean, that's a lot of net code.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying, hopefully the Lawtons are, they've got communication there. Like, hey, it wasn't on purpose. Don't murder him. Don't take him out.
Yeah. Disappointment for the pole sitter for sure. Not where he wanted to end up. And not that Jake Miller had anything to do with Joshua Lawton, right? I think that was... I mean, it was an aggressive move to get there. I mean, Lawton opened up the door, and you're going to put your car right there, but that tiny bit of net code definitely sent him around. Yeah, because Jake Miller had no beef with Joshua Lawton there, so I don't think that was intentional. It shouldn't have been intentional. Evan Fitzgerald under a bit of pressure here. He's got those slightly older tires, as does Ross Brockman, so 05, 29, 15, all trying to apply the pressure there. But here we go, battle for the race lead again. Here comes Jackson Sims to the inside. With nearly half of the stage. Oh, he gets loose underneath him, though. Walker Thomas a second back, then Madigan. And then a big wreck on the front stretch with the other Lawton.
What are we doing here?
Chaos here. That was the monster.
Oh no.
Racking him up.
Ugh. This definitely wasn't intentional. But not great.
Camera angle here, so 29 sitting there on the outside. Oh, he hits the wall and then come down and get him and pour. That was Corey Burkett. Hate it for him. He was having a great run. He had really made some progress after that stage 1 restart. Nowhere to go. On board with him. And that's so tough because you lose sight of him for just a second behind the back of Aaron Mack, and you go one way then the other, and it's just tough. So we might have a couple of drivers interested in potentially. I don't actually know because a lot of these guys. Does someone want to steal stage 2? Maybe bolt on a set of tires here. It's really risky. I'd say Lafrene could have done it. Like that would have been a good opportunity. What this does for him though is it pretty much guarantees he won't go a lap down, right? He's still hanging on top at 18th, and he has all 3 sets of tires available. He will have really, 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 really good flexibility in strategy calls available to him in that third and final stage. Only got to go 20 more laps. A lot of drivers already out. Lawton, Boruff on pit road, Yenta Black. I mean, we've lost a good number of drivers. Cameron Chandler, Brett Bennett, Josh Mertens. So this is a heavy race of attrition. As, you know, Dover can sometimes be.
I was going to say, not super surprising for a short track, but for this lead, it is pretty surprising.
And Jared Wishon, I mean, beat all up after that last caution lap down. Yeah, that's the pick to win curse there.
I mean, you got Kirker in a battle.
He's got a target on his back. Actually, Boruff just came back out after 14 laps down, but he'll have a free spot from Joshua Lawton he can pick up. So every point matters to some people. And here we go, back underway. Going to be 18 to go. In stage 2. Jackson Sims, he was challenging for the race lead, but now it's going to be a teammate 1 and 2. See how aggressive everyone wants to be.
And Carson in 4th right now is going to want to be very aggressive.
It's going to be so interesting if he gets back up there. If tempers have cooled, or if it's, you know, does he still owe him one? You know, common knowledge would say, yeah, he probably owes him one because he nearly spun him out. Had he not saved it, he could have been out of the race. And so he's got past Jackson Zimb. He's up to 3rd. He's got 2 team cars to deal with. So we'll see how he wants to play this. I think we should just stick with this till the end of the stage. I don't know. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be tight.
I mean, it's gonna be a show. Maybe, like, sometimes you can be like, oh yeah, tempers flare, but you know, cooler heads prevail. I mean,
they were going at it, man. Both of them were giving it to each other.
Because if Jake Miller gets around Kirker again, he's just opening, like, he's just gonna open the door for Kirker to do it again.
He's closing in here to the inside. And I think if you're Jake Miller, you're just not going to take the nonsense, right? You're like, I'm not going to get blocked or chopped off. You're like, I'm just going to, you know, I've nearly been wrecked from the race lead, so I'll race you how I was raced, so. Everybody's different. Brad Peters' last spot in the top 10 for that stage point. A lot of side-by-side action behind Ross Brockman. His strategy's working perfectly, though. Plus 22 for the 80 machine. Taking a look at his timeline chart. Using that strategy. And he really has not fallen off terribly. He got to the race lead. Led that 1 lap on the restart. And he sits 11th on slightly older tires, all things considered. So he's doing a phenomenal job here. Getting himself a better result potentially.
Jake Miller in the outside wall there. I'm gonna slow that progress, but he'll be there. Even if we get to the next stage, he's going to be right there.
Brett Kincott and Zach Lindgren side by side down the back straightaway. Kincott, though, does dive down, and that second lane gets clear. Madigan challenging Sims here for the 4th position. He'll dive and take a look to the inside. Can he get back to the throttle first? Yes, he can. Clear, not quite. And then side by side for 6th behind him, Kincott and Lindgren. And there's Kleba doing a nice job on his debut. Different groupings here. And again, still trying to find a way around. Not able to do so on this occasion. And Peters into the fence. He'll fall back from Fitzgerald. He's challenging on Kleba. He'll roll the inside. Gets tight, though, through 2. 86 fights back on the high side. Three cars under a blanket. Oh, and there's trouble! More of it. Madigan 3 wide, shoot in the middle to P2. And I imagine if you're Jake Miller, you're just seeing red.
Ooh. I mean, he lifted. He could have just turned him.
Damage for the right rear of the 67. Somebody's gonna get sent, man. Somebody's getting sent.
I think we get a Kenseth Logano type moment. That was obviously Martinsville. A lot easier to do it there, but
he lifted there, like you said. So I don't think he has anything. It could be the worst commentator's curse ever. I don't think he has anything against the 67. It looks like. Looks like they both kind of yeah, that's a racing deal. We're fighting hard. So he could have gotten him on that last lap.
I mean, he's been patiently trying to get around him the entire time.
But I definitely think there's still aggression towards the 76. We'll see. 76 has got to deal with a mirror full of Joseph Madigan. Actually,
or not.
Runs way up the hill. Here comes Madigan. He gets a little loose underneath him, though. 76 nearly into the outside wall. 76 prevails for now, coming to 3 laps to go. Washes up the hill again through 3 and 4, but can he get the run off turn 4? Oh, he's loose. No, he can't. Madigan again to the inside. Be very close if he can slide up or not. Oh, Kirker into the fence. Bounced off of it, kept going though. Jackson Sims right there. .76 holds. 2 to go. Brockman actually fighting for a stage point on those older tires, so great battles all throughout the top 10. 4 cars under a blanket right here. Miller, Lindgren, Thomas, and then the battle for the stage win itself. Phenomenal racing at the end of stage 2. Madigan under a little bit of pressure from Sims, maybe not. He knocks down the fence a little bit, as did Madigan, so that might be what Aiden Kirker needs to scoot away. Further back, nearly 3 wide across the start-finish line. Henderson with a bobble. Brockman trying to clear down the back straightaway for 9th, but Kirker through 3 and 4 for the final time. In stage 2, Madigan making a late run at it, but it will be Aiden Kirker. And at the death, I don't know.
Sims was also pushing there, getting a little tail tap out of 4. Man.
Great racing to end stage 2 and see who actually ended up here. They guys are fighting like heck for 10th. I think it was, I don't know, it was going to be either Kincott or Brockman. I think Kincott just had it, though. What
Scoring tower's giving it to Brockman.
Interesting.
So, oh wait, no, it's giving it to King Kyle.
But what a fight from Brockman specifically, because if you take a look at how that kind of occurred, he was on slightly older tires, as was Fitzgerald. So those guys, phenomenal work in that second stage. Jared Wishing will get a lucky dog here, and everybody's coming to pit road. Over half this race still to go. We'll get back with about 107, 106 laps to go. Aiden Kirker wins the race off pit road. Well for Jared Wishing with the lucky dog. Walker Thomas to pit road for extended repairs to his right rear. So they got most of it fixed though. Brock Packard also on pit roads for repairs, as is Corey Burkett. Claude Furland. Jared Wishing coming back around. I'm curious, it said Nick Hansen fuel only. Let's see how accurate that was.
I mean, looks pretty accurate.
Yeah, that's fuel only for the 99 machine. All right. Very interesting. Jared Wishing back on the lead lap. Still got a good bit of damage he'll have to deal with. Donovan Boruff has gained a free spot, and he's the first car a lap down, but he is several laps down, and just going to hope there's more chaos that he can benefit from.
We're not going green.
Interesting. Hey, I don't know if you've noticed, but
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there. 13 laps down for Boruff. 33rd to 38th out of the race.
You have to assume Kirker's going to get a massive
I would
jump.
go the very second I'm able to.
Like, it's either you go the second you're allowed to, or you are getting shipped into next Monday.
Mm-hmm. This could...
Now, I don't want to encourage it, because right now, everyone can be involved.
Right.
But at the same time, I understand it if it happens.
And it's going to get shipped all the way here to Charlotte. That should be a fun one. Charlotte, Nashville, Pocono, Homestead coming up. Then we'll go to the road course at Sonoma. We haven't done a Sonoma race in a very long time. That, honestly, will be fun for me because we just don't do it enough. Already 14 races into the season. So still another half, though, to complete race 14. About to find out how exciting this restart can be. 99 on slightly older tires right in the mix of this. And here we go. Chase is on. Again, they scatter. Corey Burkett on pit road for a long time. Put himself for that down. Jake Miller cleared P2. And we'll just be eyes on here. Everybody's got the fresh tires. We'll see how they want to handle it. I think if you're Kirker, right, you couldn't dare double down, right? I think you know what you've done to him. So if he's going to get to your inside, I think you just are like, yeah, maybe I just give that up. Especially being 104 laps to go. Right now, following in the tire tracks. Two very fast cars, so really not a whole lot between them. And Nick Hansen already back to 20th. He's trying to save a set of tires. He's trying to also not get run over. He is way up there. For the first time tonight, let's YJ Media crank it up here at Dover. Racetrack here. Back has gone around on the front stretch. Take a look at what happened. Heavy damage to the front of that 31 machine. Does he get any help from Brandon Minton? Let's find out. Oh man, he gets help. Oh, and Jeremy Brown, nowhere to go. Yeah, turn 2, turn 4, it just sticks out at you. And it will catch you if you are not prepared. So in that short stint, right? Like, this is what I'm saying. You could be ultra aggressive and just try and get some track position. If you're Lafreniere or... Well, Lafreniere, he bolted on the first set of tires, so he's got 2 more. You don't want to burn it here. But I think the Nick Hansens could easily come down and take this set here and just be really aggressive on it. What he should do. Corey Burkett going to be our lucky dog. That should give us 31 drivers on the lead lap. 32 running, 33 through 38 out of this race. Pretty typical Dover race, I would say, with the troubles that we've seen. Lights are out on top of the pace car, and it'll be still outside of the window for fuel. They all have one more stop required. About 20 more laps they could pit and make it to the end. Don't know if they want to do that, obviously, tire-wise, but fuel-wise, that's the scenario they are in. Last caution, they restarted nose to tail. This restart, they start right next to each other, side by side. So that was a mouthful. We'll see how it goes this time. Lost my co-commentator. Wake my son up. He'll fill in. Oh, man. 45 got shot up the hill there, it seemed. Maybe a shot from Jackson Sims there before they really got going, but he does fight back clear to P2. Couple cars in the wall there on P2. Yeah, so I'm curious what Nick Hansen can do. He bolted on a set of tires. They're a couple laps newer. Be curious what Lafrene does, how he wants to handle it. He's got 2 sets of tires left. He could be in a really good position late in this race if he gets some cautions to break his way. Ryan Honeycutt into the top 10 for the first time tonight. Slowly just working his way up through the field. Started 13th, but really just went backwards the entire first stage. But has been working on that machine and now back up here, and he'll challenge for ninth. For the race lead. And it is a tense one. Kleba still doing a nice job. 3 wide. Honeycutt looking to the inside. That doesn't work out normally. That doesn't work out, and they're... Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, they are just furious. They are furious, and they're going to... That's not good at all, is it, fellas? That's going to be a just... Really, that's just unfortunate. That's really unfortunate for a lot of these drivers. Really the only way to put that. Obviously, they both feel very aggrieved. 45 definitely gets him, pays him back, contact, and at this point, right, at that point you're even, but no, we're going to just wreck a lot of cars for that. But honestly, they're both very fast, but you can't do that in front of the field. They both probably should be suspended. I mean, you hate, like, just that's the deal, right? You can't do this. You cannot do this. Because you just wrecked 15 other guys because you guys couldn't figure it out together. So... Oh well, league admins will do what they need to do. Hate it for the guys that got caught up in that. I mean, yeah, so Brad Peters, top 3 sneak through. King caught Lafrene, who had a good strategy, completely ruined. Chrisman... Lindgren's in it. Looks like that's going to be Ethan Ball. The 67's going to get a good piece of this. Jordan Smith's in it. Brad Peters' night is done. And that's just a shame. Lindgren gets a piece of it late. Honeycutt spins out. I think he's in it a little bit. Darnell might be in it. Oh, he is in it with Claude Furlan trying to sneak through there. And Dustin Kleba. We do have to turn around and talk about the rest of this race. In his debut, he'll lead this race. And this has blown it wide open. That wrecked a lot of good cars. And honestly, like, right, who's going to be the one to take advantage of it, right? Because they were very fast, both of them, and they, just threw it away. Lost Brad Peters, lost Lafrene. Lost Aiden Kirker. So, it's completely blown open here. Jackson Sims was challenging for the lead at one point. Here now we have Kleba. Madigan was right there. Here comes Henderson. Ryan Honeycutt's now up here. It's completely blown wide open. It might be Kleba. And the 99 machine, good point there. He's on slightly fresher tires. Chris Claude all the way up to 11th. Packard, Minto's there, just picking up the pieces of other people's races imploding. And here we go already. Battle for the race lead. Jackson Sims smells blood in the water. Golden opportunity for him here. Madigan's hungry for a win. He's up here. Ryan Honeycutt all the way to P4, so he's definitely turned this thing around. And Fitzgerald having a good night. He's plus 27. And we'll see what progress Nick Hansen makes. Too wide in front of him, nowhere to go though. His tire's about 10 laps fresher. Same thing with Brock Packard. He could get up here and be a factor. He's also on the same strategy as Hansen. Packard, though, able to clear a little bit of traffic. He'll fly through on Henderson. He's one of the quicker cars on the racetrack right now. Up to the back bumper of Ryan Honeycutt. "24 cars on the lead lap. Claude Furlan just putting around, logging laps. A couple laps down already. 4 cars separated by half a second up front. Bobble there. Sims, your winner at Kansas 3 races ago for his second win of the season. I believe it's Cleve. I don't know why I've been saying Cleve. I think it's just Dustin Cleve. My apologies. It's his debut. He's just looking to go 1 for 1. Joseph Madigan has run a couple of races, looking for his first one. He's shown great speed, probably passed the most cars in the last 4 races. Fitzgerald looking for his first win of the season, as is Brock Packard. Ryan Honeycutt, same thing. Henderson, race winner a couple of months ago at Atlanta. Brockman looking for the first win of the season. McConville won at, not even Grand Prix, excuse me. McConville looking for his first win of the season. Thompson Turvey top 10. Packard slowly trying to close in on those slightly fresher tires. And Hansen doing the same thing. He's got a lot of traffic in front of him to deal with, though. He's kind of bottled up in that. In the fuel window now, though, for everybody. So anyone can pit from here and make it to the end. Tires are a different story. And I think with the carnage that we've seen...
Man, I missed a lot, huh?
Yeah, you missed... Yeah.
I mean, I saw it. I was here.
Yeah.
I was handling a family emergency.
Yeah, it happened like we thought it would. Point blank, period.
It did not happen like I thought it would. Like,
it was actually so much worse, if we're being honest.
It was so much worse. Like, I'm sorry I'm bringing it up, laps after, but, my opinion was not heard.
They were very clearly unhappy with one another, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough look, man, because they're both very fast. They didn't need to do that. Beating and banging back here, though. This can get tight off of 2. Berlin just trying to hold his position. He knows there's guys behind him that are still going to come out. And he's trying to fight for every single point he can get, but he is way off the pace. And he could... Oh, and he nearly gets run over by Ethan Ball. Trying to get out of the way. Sims has opened up his lead to about 0.6 of a second. For seconds about to kick off. Madigan right there.
Hey, this could be a career day for some guys. A lot of drivers down.
Chris Claude up to 15th, having a good run. Wilco inside the top 20. It has completely flipped this running order. And we still have a pit stop remaining. Verland 3 laps down, Wishin, Brown. I mean, they're just not used to seeing it. We got a whole page of cars out of this race for DNQs again. It's incredible. As we'll log laps. It'll go by fairly quick, 72 to go. At Dover at 25 seconds a lap. It's going to be very quickly, like, when are you going to make this final stop? It's going to get to that point fairly quickly.
This might be one of our last chances to potentially hit a crank it up before we're deep into the action.
Crank it up one more time here tonight. Battle for the 11 as it rages on. Here we go, crank it up. Don't look now, Mike McConville also on the same strategy. If we show you your pit stop stats, he pitted 20 laps after Your top three. Packard and Nick Hansen not able to maintain their impression. Conville now starting to close
Conville
back
having
in.
a day.
He could be a factor here. He's closing in just a little bit. He was 2/10 quicker than your race leader on that last lap. So honestly, I think with 67 to go, right, you got to just push this advantage, get the life out of your tires here, close up that final 2 seconds, and then you're right there for the final round of pit stops. But I think it's go time now for McConville. Another 1/10.5 quicker than your race leader, 2/10 quicker than second and third. Got heavy lap traffic to deal with. Everybody all over the place in terms of states of repair and whatnot. It's all over the place. But 20 lap pressure tires at Dover, that'll be worth something here. And he's already up to the back bumper of Dustin Kleba. And Brown's trying to log laps. But we are into the longest run of the race. If we take a look at the race progress bar in the tower, by far our longest screen fall. Oh, and McConville into the back. He'll slide underneath there, but he'll lose half a second there. Caution so far this evening. Will have to run everybody back down, so that's just unfortunate to lose half a second here. He'll have to try and close back in. He's got the clean air now, though. Madigan also trying to close in on your race leader. About 0.07 of a second quicker, and could get there. Take a look at McConville and see his last couple of laps. In traffic, he lost 0.6 of a second, but he's been before that, 1/10.5, a 10th, or a half tenth there. He's
not nearly as much as I thought he would.
He's closing back in a little bit, another half a tenth there. The last 5 laps, 2.7, 2.6. Coming to 60 laps to go. When do you make that final stop? He has to close back in. 0.5. Going away from the drivers behind him pretty confidently. 2/10 on that lap. Couple of laps. Joseph Madigan has been closing in very nicely. Get that gap back down. Another 10th on that lap. 2.4, 2.3. At a 60 to go. He could see these two about to start battling, and that would bring him into the picture insanely quick. Two hundredths there, nearly 300ths. Obviously a pit stop still to go. Losing a little bit on this lap, it looks like. Would love Madigan to get up there and battle, I'm sure. Losing a little bit still.
Later hitting traffic with Walker Thomas. Ooh, there's contact.
That'll help Conville close in a bit. It's about 2/10 there. And Madigan is right there. You don't even need the head-to-head. Conville at 2.3. Battle still further back in this field. Packard P10, Brockman 11th. There's Michael Lawton for 9th. Lindgren and Fitzgerald and Elliot Henderson going at it all the way back here. Damaged cars battling. Corey Burkett, Jeremy Brown. Burkett just got ahead on that last lap. And if we keep this up, I mean, we have to talk about it. It's our job, right? Green flag pit stops at Dover have been notorious for being incredibly difficult. 35-mile-an-hour pit lane. You take a look here. If we can quickly get to the onboard, that is a rough transition. Especially if you're under pressure.
Madigan caught the apron there.
Wash up. This is about a 10th there. Better than stuffing it in the outside fence and messing up the aerodynamics. He's right here. I mean, pit stops will play the crucial factor. A caution will reset everything. These two have been top dog since the incident that completely changed this race on lap 110. Lap 109, actually. Madigan is not going away, though. He has been right there ever since. McConville right in the background. Kleba holding on to fourth by about 0.8 of a second. Nick Hansen, Ross Brockman going at it. Brockman to the inside and into the 9th position. And it's very easy to get to that left rear and get somebody really bent out of shape, get them really loose. Get to that left rear, you can just naturally move them up the hill without even touching them. They'll get super loose. The air is going to get packed there. You saw the 26 slide there a little bit. I think Madigan there on the entry. Can he use it though? Can he get a good run on the exit? Yes, he got a great run. Oh, Sims got way out of shape. Madigan through to the race lead. Pit stops underway.
Sims might have been doing a little mirror driving there, saw the run he was going to get, put himself on the wall.
And green flag pit stops underway. Gavin Fitzgerald going to be 4 and fuel. We'll see how that attracts anybody. 49 to go. Can easily make it on fuel, and imagine tires. It's not the worst idea in the world. Nobody responds on this lap. Chris Claude hits the apron there a bit, slides up the hill. Got a lot of traffic around him. Fitzgerald now will be the quickest car on the track. 35 miles an hour all the way to the green cone, and he'll be back underway. Nick Hansen onto pit road. Pits from 11th. Madigan, half a second clear. That one bobble was all it took. Conville, I think he burned his stuff up trying to close in. He's now 3.5 back. And that was with them battling. 15.1 down and away for Hansen, 4 tires and fuel. Gerald going to fly in here. Hansen, look at that. He's got to crawl all the way down. 35 miles an hour. It's a killer. Brown, a bit of a slower stop, but he's got a lot of damage. He probably wanted to get fixed. 19.1 down and away. The cycle continues. We'll see who blinks first. Outside of Fitzgerald, he'll have a good undercut here. Running about a 1.5 seconds slower than their best time. So every lap they stay out, 1.5 seconds for Fitzgerald to close in on this battle. Cut and Packard going at it. Further back here, this will be a good way to evaluate pit stops. Who will want to kind of undercut the guys in front of him. Smith is in. Only have 44 laps to go. Donovan Bowruff is in. He's going to end up with the top 25 for his troubles just by slugging it out. another pit stop for Smith. Corey Burkett is in. Packard up the hill. Packard obviously not coming into pit this lap on the outside there. Gap up to about 0.7 of a second for Madigan. Started P11. And just naturally worked his way up here. Minto slowed through 3 and 4. Loses about 3 spots right there. But I wonder if you're Sims, you led for a long portion of that. When you want to come in, because you're now bleeding time to the race lead.
I mean, it's, when do you want to potentially put tires on?
40 to go. I think that's.
You're right there. Like, the tires are gonna hold you. They're still running good lap times on really old tires. You've gotta.
It's what, 23.6 for Madigan. His last lap at 25. Packard coming in from P10.
I mean, you gotta look in your rear view and you see. I believe it's gonna be Ball coming with fury on new tires. You've got to make the call to go now, or else you're just gonna get bottled up in traffic with cars trying to get around you. You trying to get around cars.
Gavin Fitzgerald, he'll be potentially in the lead of this race if they continue to go. He's absolutely flying.
Yeah, if I was Sims, I would be coming in right now.
He got
seeing that 90
shape. I think if you're Madigan, though, you've now got this lead, 1.5 seconds. You've done a nice job. You can give yourself that lap of flexibility. .38 to go. When do you pull the trigger? I mean, fuel will obviously be
Oh, here comes Sims.
He'll pit a lap early, trying to get back at Madigan. Money stop here from 26 machine. Got one bobble on the front stretch, and a turn number 4. He just lost it a little bit. To gather it back up.
Here comes Madigan.
35 miles an hour. Yeah, you don't make up any time. Because of how long this pit road is. So, I mean, it's going to be all about pit lane time specifically, as McConville now leads this race. Because Sims, he doesn't get a lap on the fresh tires compared to Madigan. They came in one after another. So, it's going to be all about the pit stop time. 15.2 for Sims, down and away a pit lane time of about 51.2. Madigan in. We'll see what the crew can do. Obviously, a tiny bit of variance there, not fully up to the drivers, but you'll have that 15.2. For Sims, it's going to be a 14.5. Good work by the 66 boys. Pit lane time of 50.8. So overall, a net positive there for Madigan. He should actually build on this lead just a bit. Maybe not. The in-lap and the out-lap can make a difference, and here it's going to be the battle for the lead, and Sims back in front, never mind, by nothing. Oh my goodness. Gavin Fitzgerald has jumped them by 5 seconds, I might add. With 34 laps to go. They have to run that back now. Obviously, they have the advantage now with 14 lap pressure tires.
Obviously they had, clean, respectable race earlier, but, a win wasn't necessarily on the line at the time.
Exactly. That's a whole new ballgame. And if you're going to be these guys, if you're McConville, ball flag for Jake Miller. He's been on pit road for about 30 minutes anyways. He pitted at lap 111. We said it was about 80-ish. Well, actually, no, 83 to 86. There's no way, right, that you even think of saving that, right? Surely there's not. We've learned our lesson at Watkins Glen, right? I mean, if you wanted to, you could try it. But obviously you have no idea how the race is going to play out on pitting at 111. Plan to make it to the end from there. But if you wanted to try, you'd have 36 seconds to play with on Jackson Sims. We shall see. He's not clutching or anything, so I mean, I think he's just running it naturally as long as he can. He'll probably pit 190-ish, I imagine. Same with these other guys. Pitted at lap 91, you're about out of fuel. They'd have to go 89. Well, man, it's worth a thought, but it kind of depends on how you managed it. You know.
Like, I'm just saying, McConville wasn't gaining a ton of ground despite having 20 lap fresher tires.
That's a good point.
Maybe?
He wrecked in qualifying. He started 37th. Did not get a lap. He can't even. Well, I know Jimmy Brown has fresher tires with his damage, so I guess it doesn't matter. He could actually. You're in the draft now, so yeah. Start saving, man. You're in the draft. That's perfect. Damage car in front of you.
If we get a McConville masterclass.
Listen, it is. I don't know what kind of mileage we're getting. If it's closer to 83, right? It's a tougher sell. But if you could somehow get to 86, then just. Oh,
I'm just saying, if we keep talking about him,
he'll come in and pit and just ruin everything.
He'll either come in and pit and ruin everything, or he'll get wrecked. Like, we can't help but just make bad things happen to the people we're talking about.
Yarnell, what happened to him? He is stopped on the racetrack, and he'll tow to pit road. He just pulls off the racetrack. Late in the going here. He's finally gotten by Jimmy Brown. Ethan Ball in for his final stop along with Aaron Mack. 14.5. Good work by the 31 crew. They have just gotten by Fitzgerald. He did a nice job of the undercut there. He was in position to lead this race, and here we go. Sims Madigan. Car links separating them. Lap traffic all over the place. 27 seconds behind your race leader. Let's just do it like this. Would all be so close to them catching as well. Right on the bubble. If McConville could save the fuel somehow. Second quicker a lap. Jackson Sims has the benefit of an additional car length, and even then it says 24 laps, so it is very, very close. Catching 23 laps, 25 laps. Now he lost it. That time dealing with traffic, and they just actually got by McConville. There it is. So.
Ooh, Yarnell disconnected due to upload packages.
Well, why'd he pull over then? Like he pulled over as like in anticipation. I don't know.
Maybe he was having issues.
I don't know.
And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna park it.
Ryan Honeycutt in for his final stop. Top 6 have stayed out on the racetrack. Back down from Rich Jet. Let's see here. I know we've had a couple of cautions. Take a look at this. Elliot Henderson has gone 89 laps since his final stop. Oh, it's going to be close because he's 89 laps with some cautions, of course. But, man, it is... Oh, it's going to be close. McConville doesn't have those extra cautions. But, he could be in for a special finish if he could somehow stretch it. Let's see what he's doing. He's got 21 seconds on Jackson Sims. Not clutching or anything. So like I said, I still don't think he's going for it. I think if, he'd have to save, and we think he'd be doing that by now. But I still think he'll be a little short, simply because he hadn't got those cautions. Obviously, if you're going 91 laps, you got those 2 quick cautions at the beginning of stage 1, so... I'm going to have to go 89 without the cautions. But he's running it close. 17, 20 to 16 to go. He's been in the draft of a bunch of cars, obviously, as they unlap themselves, but don't know if it's going to be enough. Henderson is in. He ended up going 92 laps on a tank of fuel.
I think McConville can do it. He has been saving. He's still saving.
Brockman is in. John Wilco also yet to pit. The top 2 stayed out on the racetrack. Let's take a look here and see if Jackson Sims will get there in time. It's going to be so close at this current rate.
Not to cut into the thrilling finish we've got going. We've got a rating party from Race Affinity.
Oh, how about that? Appreciate it, fellas.
Our old stomping grounds.
Yep. Would not be where we are today without them, so appreciate it. Hope y'all had a good race tonight. We're setting up for a thriller here, potential fuel mileage race at the end. Jackson Sims trying to run down Mike McConville. It's going to be right at the death if he does. If McConville has the fuel. It's going to be oh so close. While also having to deal with Joseph Madigan. If McConville runs out, we got the race for the win right here. It is as tight as it gets, one way or another, so.
I don't want to call it too early. I mean, I still believe McConville's got it. That car is just holding fuel.
You got the Joey Logano Nashville fuel tank in there or something? Or what's he got? Let's see. He's running 25 6s. John Wilco. No disrespect to Mr. Wilco. He is a race winner this season. He is running quicker than McConville on the same tire strategy. So you know what? You might have a point. There could be something to this. Sims, 12.5 back. We'll just keep this up. I mean, there's no point to not have this up. It's going to be so close. I can't overstate how close this is going to get. Holy cow, we're coming in, man. It's 10 to go. And it says he's going to catch him in 11 laps. He has to pick it up a tiny bit more. Madigan falling off a bit on that last lap. He had a bobble, lost half a second. It's going to be so close. And they still have to get by John Wilco. Would McConville run out and then Wilco make save? I don't know, right? Like how? Oh, it's going to be so close. It's and not qualifying pace anymore because you've run 20 laps, but it is as fast as you can possibly go for Jackson Sims because you want to put McConville under that pressure. 10.4, 10.3, 10.2. Really needs to be in that 1 second a lap range now at this point. 8/10 will not get it done anymore. He's dropped Madigan at lap 9/10, very close, but starting to trend the other way just a bit. He still has to make the pass on John Wilco.
And McConville's going to be getting,
Wilco's starting
into traffic.
Wilco's starting to close in a little bit, 6.5 seconds. So he's starting to make an impression, just a little bit, half a second, if something happens to McConville.
McConville going to start getting swallowed by cars here, maybe? The 10 machine looking for a way around.
Runs up the hill. And yeah, you do not want to caution. I mean, I know that's just, you can't have it if you're Mike McConville. The guys around you just go fly on by all by yourself. 6 seconds for Wilco. With 6 laps to go, Jackson Sims 8 seconds, and all of a sudden, right, he is not making that impression. He's getting swallowed up with traffic. He's going to have to go high here. Right, and honestly, I think with this lap, with all the traffic Jackson Sims just ran into, it has heavily swung in McConville. Look at the mess.
Holy.
3 wide behind him. He gains half a second, but you got 5 to go. McConville just has to save enough fuel. 25.6.
Now we're going to be questioning, can
John Wilco make
Sims
it?
will get to Wilco, and will
But can
or even
Wilco-
Madigan get
Can Wilco hold on here?
He
There's
needs
4 to go.
4
Let's go
laps?
on board.
Yeah.
Let's see what McConville's feeling. He's not even clutching it, man. He's got to feel pretty good about where he's at. Has to.
Wilco's going to be coming under pressure here from Sims.
But what a great result for Wilco if he's able to make this hole, because at worst he finishes 4th. 3 to go.
Yeah, but 3 to go. You want the podium. I just don't think it's going to be in the cards. 'Cause here comes Sims.
And here comes Madigan. Don't run him over. I think Wilco would have taken a P4. 2 laps to go, and you just got to hustle it back to the white. Make the race official at a bare minimum. There's only 8 cars on the lead lap. You coasted around, finish 8th. You started 37th. Obviously a heartbreaker if he doesn't get it done at this point, but white flag, race is official for Mike McConville. Can he make it back? He's got 5.5 seconds on Jackson Sims. Last pitted at lap 111. And through 3 and 4. Mike McConville has stolen it here at Dover. I mean, stolen it. Fuel mileage winner for Mike McConville. His first of the season. Incredible.
What a run. What a strategy call.
Sims, Madigan, John Wilco P5, Wilco 4th, Lindgren 5th, Klebo 6th, Fitzgerald 7th, Michael Lawton 8th, and that's it on the lead lap. What a topsy-turvy race. Incredible. Yeah, celebrate, man. That's a heck of a strategy call. He earned that one. I think he's got enough fuel for the burnout. Look at that. Went 89 laps. He's got plenty of fuel. Oh my goodness. That's pretty cool that we had that. That is pretty cool.
Good on McConville.
Let's celebrate with his teammates. I'm sure I see him all up there in voice. Madigan going to congratulate him. We'll give him just a second. But that is pretty darn cool.
Don't get those often, but man, when they happen, are they special?
That's what you don't. I mean, I know we got it with the stages, but you don't normally get that with stage racing. But somehow it happened tonight, and I am very thankful for that. And here he is. Let's go ahead and Mike McConville.
Yes, dude!
We're not in Vegas, but my goodness, did you gamble and did it pay off?
The economy run. The one thing I'm good at. Saving fuel, saving tires. We ran out doing the burnouts. It was perfect.
That is so cool. We were
Oh my God.
sitting there. We're like, hang on, put it at 111. My fuel run, my notes had it at 83 to 86, and then I look up and I'm like, Elliot Henderson did 90 with some cautions. So it is technically possible to go 90 laps, or in your case 89, but
Yep.
if you didn't get cautions, you 111 to the end, right? I'm like, he's gonna have to just naturally save, and he did it. My goodness.
I got the first call of I was wearing out the right front, and I went, all right, full save. We're gonna let those guys in front run off because they're gonna have to pit. I wanted to be as close as I could to them when they pitted, so they didn't catch me on the back end. And we got one. We finally got one, and it's my home track. I've been wanting to win here for 4 years in this league, in all the series. I can't tell you how happy I am right now.
That's awesome. Ran out doing the burnout. That is picture perfect right there.
What also the awesome thing is, we were sitting in the stands over the weekend.
Very nice.
Oh boy. Man.
But a crazy chaotic race, and then it ends up on fuel mileage. I mean, that is. You started 37th. You wrecked in qualifying. Did not get your lap in. Came all the way from the back.
Qualifying it threw me for a loop. We had speed in qualifying. The track just had a lot less grip than I was expecting, and Miles went, nah, you're starting in the back. And I listened to the monster this week and went, cool, you can have qualifying. We'll sit in the back. We'll miss you being a monster up front. Let everyone else wreck. We'll be there at the end. And it got us where we always want to be, in victory lane.
Well, congratulations on a thrilling performance, and we'll let you get any shout-outs. And if you have any...
First off, I got to thank the team, the TCR family, Nick, Ethan, Brock. Hung out with those guys over the weekend at Dover. It was amazing seeing them. They've been my support every week. Whether we run well, we run like crap, we wreck out. It doesn't matter. We have fun. We always have a good time. I got to thank Produce Place. I love that I have them on the car, getting in victory lane, showing that their support means so much. I got to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. I'm excited to go back, watch all the madness that happened early on, watch what you guys were talking about through my economy run to the end. And I want to just give a shout out to my mom, hi dad. They're watching out there in internet land. We got one. And you know what? This gives me confidence. Tomorrow, we're going for 2 in a row.
There you go. We'll do the doubleheader tomorrow night. We'll see how it goes. Congratulations, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Appreciate you. See you tomorrow.
Here with your runner-up tonight, Jackson Sims in the 26th machine. A thrilling battle with Joseph Madigan pretty much the entire third stage. We thought it was going to be for the race win, but Mike McConville able to go 90 laps on a tank of fuel and get it done. But a solid runner-up finish. There was a lot of chaos up front tonight, able to avoid that and come home on the podium. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It was definitely a wild night. Yeah, the Joseph was a lot better than I was long run, so I was kind of surprised I was able to hold him off. But yeah, it was fun racing. I thought it was going to be for the win too, and then suddenly realized Mike can make it on fuel. So yeah, fun race.
Absolutely. So yeah, you were holding off Madigan for a good bit there, about 10 laps before the pit stops. He gets in front of you. You pit a lap before him. You get back in front. Just a good call there, and ends it with the P2. So a well managed race on your behalf tonight. Had McConville had a gallon less, you'd be sitting here in victory lane tonight.
Yeah. Props to him though. I thought about doing that strategy, but I just had too much to lose if another caution came out. So props to him for having the guts to try it.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the runner up here tonight, and we'll let you get any shout outs in if you have any.
Yeah, thanks to you guys for doing the broadcast and all my teammates and everybody watching back at home.
Absolutely. Congratulations. We'll see you next week.
See you.
He was the third place finisher tonight. Joseph Madigan continuing to impress in his first few races in MNN. Had a thrilling battle there with Jackson Sims back and forth throughout stage 3. You got him on the long run. He undercut you by just that one lap, and you guys are racing there for the win until McConville saved the fuel. But you were in the thick of it tonight with all that chaos and able to avoid it. Made some good moves and ends up on the podium.
Yeah, I was joking with my mom and grandpa before the race. I suck at Dover, so I said don't expect anything great. But I don't know. Up and down day, I was kind of not really feeling confident coming into it, and the race was up and down. Had a couple yellows early on there, and then had a fifth or sixth place car when everyone's healthy, and looked like the 76 and 45 took each other out, and you just can't have that in these league races. It's ridiculous. It took out the entire field. So that's unfortunate, but gained some spots out of it, and yeah, it was a fun battle with Sims there at the end until he got ran through by a lap car. So all in all, a good points day, third. And I mean, yeah, we had a lot of good battles today, and came home with a clean car.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the podium, and we'll let you get any shout outs in if you have any.
Oh yeah, just my mom, grandpa, everyone at JR TCR, Thompson Pipe Group, and yeah, you guys for putting on a great broadcast as always. Look forward to watching the replay on this one, and got a good paint scheme next week, so can't wait to run that.
Looking forward to it, and congratulations again. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
What a race.
Seriously.
I think I say that every week, but I mean,
just continue.
we always have fun.
Yeah, 26 caution laps out of 200. So it was an eventful 26 caution laps. Race official in regulation distance, 200 laps. Mike McConville led the 37. Crawling home on fuel. Started 37th after not getting a qualifying lap in. Sims and Madigan chasing him all the way home. Aiden Kirker led the most laps, and we saw how that ended up with him and Jake Miller. Michael Lawton, the bonus point for the fastest lap, a 23.398, and his brother, or potentially father, not 100% certain, the pole sitter here this evening. Yeah, but a wild one. I mean, you look at Mertens, 162 down, Chandler Bennett, Black, Pienta, Lawton, all over 100 laps down. Brad Peters, King Cott, getting caught up in the big one as well. It was just a wild race here tonight, for sure. But only 8 cars on the lead lap or something. It was a wild one. But looking forward to tomorrow night. We'll run the doubleheader at Dover in the trucks tomorrow, and then we'll see everybody back. I think that, what did we say we're running next week? Yeah, Charlotte. So next Monday night. So take care, and we'll see you all there. Have a good one.